Do you believe what you believe? Hi, I'm Doug Barefoot Adventure, and this is day 31 of my 1,000-day adventure to put up a video every day. So, today was interesting, and also continuing my story of the spiritual adventure of the Barefoot Princess Bride. It's a mouthful to say there. It was back in 2001, yeah. It was after my second divorce when I was questioning everything, and I did a lot during that time. I was looking into relationships. I was also during that time looking into my, spiritual beliefs. Coming from a Christian background, I was, questioning, why isn't this working? What's going on? And so one of the things I did was challenge my spiritual beliefs. And one of the things that I did that really shook it up was I started looking at what I believed. And I realized that the only way to really look at what I believe is to come from a different avenue than from where I was believing. So what I did was, and it all was summed up in this saying I have: to know Jesus is to say there is no Jesus. And so what that was, and actually what I started doing was, I started looking into, what is Jesus? First it was, who is Jesus? And then it turned into, what is Jesus? And I had to approach it from the whole attitude of forget the Bible. Or I approach the Bible in one, let's look at what the Bible is and where the Bible came from. And so I have done a lot of studying into that alone and come up with some amazing, revelations of my own about, what Jesus is. But back to your beliefs. This whole idea of to know Jesus is to say there is no Jesus can really be taken into anything into your life. Because you should look at everything you believe and challenge it. Because to get so locked into something that you believe without really knowing what it is and looking at it at so many different angles, that starts to put you into a cult, even if it's your own little cult of what you believe. So that's what I've done, a lot through my lives, and especially when I was down in Vegas and I found Reiki. And when I went to my teacher and started talking to her and saw that she was into so many spiritual things that was way outside the realm of, I was no longer a Christian at that time, and I still no longer am. Yet you have these little things in you of, oh, okay, there's that, past life regression, all of this stuff. What about that? So right off the bat, what I did was, before I even started any training with her, is I said, wait a minute, I'm going to throw out all of those disbeliefs, and I'm going to open my mind up and approach this and just see what it is. And so by doing that, I learned so much and was able to see things from such a different space. So, yeah, that's something that I've done in my life. I've challenged many other people. So let's fast forward up to what's been happening. In this last relationship, I, brought it up and, challenged her on something, and there was some kickback, which was okay. It was fine, and it triggered me a little bit. And so what happens is, in my beliefs, and I want to talk about this later in relationships, is how we see each other in each other. And so I realized if I was challenging her about something in her belief, and if I'm getting triggered, that must mean that I need to start challenging my beliefs. So it was after she left that I started thinking about this. And I started going, wait, where do I need to challenge my beliefs? And then it was in January, I was looking again into Course of Miracles, and I was listening to some audio about it, and I heard the comment about going through the whole year of Course of Miracles. It will really challenge and change your beliefs. That's where I went, okay, let's go for this. And so that's what's been happening. I started in January 1st. Every day I do a new course or new lesson during the day, and it just shapes my mind. Today it is everything I see is holy. because yesterday and the day before has to do with everything I see as part of what God is, and since everything I see is God's, that makes me holy. So now everything I see is holy. It's getting me used to this whole idea of we are all one, and it's changing my beliefs about things. And where that came in today so beautifully was, today was one of those days, I'm at that point in business, I'm trying to get my business plan done, and there's so much, financial reports and marketing plans and all of this stuff. I want to do this right. And so I'm getting that all together. And then something here, I'm on the ranch, work-wise, which just really triggers me. It really came up today. And so that was going on. And every time one of these things came up, I just stopped and looked at it and I says, this is holy. And I went to the store today, and the mailbox, I had to drop something off, and at the mailbox, I remember I put it into the mailbox, and I looked at it and it says, this is holy. And I was in the store, and I kept looking at everything, no matter what. I just went, this is holy, this person is holy. And it just really changed how I looked at everything. Somebody pulled out in front of me in their car, and I didn't say this is holy. I just let it go, and it didn't even trigger me a single bit. So, what do you believe? Do you challenge your beliefs? And I'll let you know, this is really, having an effect on me. And I'm only on day 31, of doing this. So, I'm further along. I think I'm like on day 36. This is day 31 with the videos. And I'm going to be doing that for a whole year. And on top of that, I'm listening to this other book constantly over and over and over. So this stuff's being implanted in me. It's an amazing experience to have this stuff happening. And this is all part of this journey. And where it comes into the Princess Bride part of this thing is just knowing what is there, knowing that it's going to happen. And that's how it came into my life last time, or how she came into my life last time. Because I realized after I made this video, the second one, I kept saying, to find her. And I didn't find this last woman. I attracted her. It's just, she came to me. It's called the law of attraction. It's how this stuff works. And so that's what I'm going to do again. It's just going to happen. So we'll see. This stuff's pretty amazing. I'm having some amazing mind shifts with it. Course in Miracles. I love it. It's working miracles in my life. So that's it. Take care. Day 31. I love doing this stuff. See you tomorrow.